So ngayon, let's just solve another example involving double integration method, solving for deflection, for you to be more prepared for your upcoming quiz and especially your upcoming final exam. So ngayon, you can see, as you can see, there's a problem on the screen. Sabi niya, considering a steel, which is still has a modulus of elasticity of 200 GPa. So, steel beam with a cross-section given below. Ito yung cross-section natin. So, the question is, so the requirements are the maximum deflection on the beam and the slope and the deflection at point C. Oops, wala pala akong naisulat. So, lagay na lang natin na. Um, so, let's just include that this is A, this is B, this is C, and this is D. So, ngayon, meron akong beam. I think it's, what do you call this? It would be best to start, hindi, siyempre, solving the reactions, no? So, dito, as you can see, you have a beam. Let's say fixed beam. So, pag fixed beam, copy ko na lang na para hindi na tayo, para di na tayo, just move it here, some fixed support. So fixed support yan, I can just replace this support here with its corresponding support reactions, which is una, ito, and this, tapos meron tayong moment, no? This moment, I'm assuming it's counterclockwise. So this is moment A, tapos ito meron akong EY. So again, alam kong may EX to, pero if I do summation of forces along X, I can just get that AX would be equal to 0. So for reaction, so step 1 sa reactions natin. So for the reactions, all I need to do now is just do summation of forces along forces along Y, this is equal to 0. And you will get AY, that's positive, minus 3 multiplied by 6 over 2. Ito, was 3 multiplied by 6. So base times height over 2 minus 3 multiplied by 8. This is equal to 0. So, on my calculator, so magiging 3 times 6 over 2 minus 3 times 8. So, I will have, oops, sorry, mali. No, but minus 8. I should have added this na lang pala kasi nilipat ko din na pare. So, I will get that AY would simply be equal to 33 kilonewtons. So if this is 33 kilonewtons, AY, pwede ko na siyang palitan dito. I can just replace this value with 33 K. Excuse me. Okay, so dito, dito just get the moment na lang. So summation, so that's step 1. Ito naman, summation of moment at point A, this would be equal to 0. You will have, so I'm taking moment here, no? Dito sa moment sa point A. So I will have MA, I assume ba counterclockwise, so negative yan. Plus, clockwise yung, ito, yung triangular load, clockwise yan. sa point A, so that's positive, plus 3 multiplied by plus 3 multiplied by 6 divided by 2 multiplied by 4. Bakit 4? Kasi ito, nandito yung resultant and this is 2/3, no? Kasi ito yung 1/3, 1/3 ng 6. Okay, so 4 plus another count, another clockwise load, that's 3 multiplied by 8 times, that is 18. This is equal to 0. Why 18? That is just 6. 6 ito, plus 8, that's 14. Plus 1 half ng 8 dito. Ang resultant kasi niyan nandito sa 4 meters. So that is 6 plus 8, 12 plus 4, 6 plus 8, 14 plus 4, that's 18. So you will get that the moment would be equal to 3 times 6 divided by 2 plus 3, 8, 18. So, nilipat ko na siya sa kabila lahat, no? Itong MA, lipat ko sa kabila, positive na yan. So, MA would simply be equal to, oops, did it lag? Wait lang. No, wait. Dito, sorry, wait lang. Yeah. So, dito, MA would be equal to, ulit na ako kanina. Ilip ko na. 3 multiplied by 6 over 2 plus 3 times 8 times 18. 441. So, ayan, 441 here. 441, and this is siyempre kilonewton meter. So, ngayon, pag alam ko na yung reactions, I can just replace this MA here in my free body diagram. Ang 441 kilonewton. Oops, kami tignan. 441, and this is a kilonewton meter. So, pag alam ko na yan, next step na tayo, let's make the global moment equation. So, pag alam ko na to, ah, sabi ko sa inyo, pag mag-global moment equation ako, hindi, hindi ko prefer na dito ako mag last section na consider ko yung right. Kasi dito yung point load ng, sorry, yung zero force, zero end ng triangle yan. Sabi ko gusto ko lagi, nasa dulo ako ng base ko. So ngayon, dapat dito tayo mag free end, no? So, pag dito tayo mag-free end, dito ako magse-section, I will consider section CD as my last section dito. Consider ko yung left. Sabi ko, the requirement for global moment equation, all your forces like this triangular load must end at the last section. So, dapat dito siya mag-end. Itong distributed load, wala akong problema dyan, no? So, ang gagawin ko, ay before I try to solve for anything, I will make sure that everything would end up at my last section. So, I will make sure that everything ends at my last section. So, ngayon, clear up ko lang tong drawing. Tapos, baba ko lang ito dito. Okay. Ito, tanggalin ko na muna itong mga to. Okay. Well, just remind us that, let's just remember that is 6, 8, and 8. Okay. So, ito move ko nga ito. Kung natin ko. 3 kilometers, lagay natin dyan. Okay, so ito lagay natin muna dito. Okay. So to neutralize, to add, to make sure that I satisfy the requirement, I need to make sure that this load here, ito, let's color it red na lang. I will extend it sa dulo. Siyempre, dapat parehas lang yan, no? Dapat this has the same slope. Para yung equation nitong maliit na triangle, para yung equation nitong maliit na triangle na to, itong triangle na to, would be the same as the equation of the whole triangle. So, ang idadagdag ko, so dapat diretso siya dyan. So, dapat ang idadagdag ko is ito. Small. Ito, kasing beam. So, ganitong klaseng load yung may dadagdag ko. Kasi pag ginawa ko to, pag dinagdag ko to, etong load nito magiging diretso na. No? This will now be a single triangular load that ends at my free end or at my uh, last section. So, since yan, let me just make a spline here. Oops. Okay. Pin natin, yung dinagdag is eto. Let me just remove something else here. Yung dinagdag kong load sa taas is this, yeah. Yung dinagdag ko is etong ganitong itsura, no? So, ang sabi ko sa inyo dati, kung anong dinagdag mo sa taas, dapat dagdag mo sa baba. So, since eto, malamang, eto is a load na directed downwards. So, maglalagay dapat tayo ng load directed upwards. So, eto, sir, parang ano, no? So, tanongin niyo ako, sir, parang medyo complicated, no? So, para hindi maging complicated, eto kasi, etong shape na to, kung etong shape na to, babalik ta rin natin yan para, syempre, para mas maganda tignan. Oops. So, ito yung idadagdag natin dito. Tapos, syempre, siya ay directed upwards. So, let me just write this yan. So, ito, oops. Ito, upwards yan. Tapos, ito, upwards din. No, para hindi tayo mahirapan, mas maganda, i-breakdown natin to sa dalawa. Kasi this composite section, this composite shape can be broken down into una, a rectangle and a triangle. So, kung iisipin natin, meron lang tayong rectangle, tsaka meron lang tayong triangle. So, I have a rectangle here and a triangle here. No, para hindi na tayo mahirapan. So, ngayon, kung isipin mo, lahat ba na-satisfy na? Kasi nagdagdag na ako dito. So, etong load na to, na triangle, na diretso na siya. na taon nakain to, pero wala pang problema. Kasi dito, kinonsider ko naman yun, hindi ko nilagay yung part na yun. So, titignan natin. Okay, sige. This load here, triangle load, ends at my last section. So, goods na to. Goods na tayo dito sa taas. Sa baba, etong triangle na malaki, na maliit pala, ito, na pataas, nag-end din siya sa D. So, good na din tayo dito. Dito tayo sa rectangle. Yung rectangle, ang problema ko, hindi siya nag-end sa D. So, ibig sabihin, I still need to add another composite, I still need to extend this. I still need to extend this beam, no? Sorry, this loading. So, para mangyari yun, eto, kailangan kong extend yan hanggang dulo. Oops. Extend ko hanggang dito. Dito. Ish, ayun. So, ito, so ngayon, kanina, ako ng shape na, nagdagdag ako ng shape na ganito yung itsura, no? Ganito. Oops. Shape na ang itsura niya ay sa taas, nagdagdag tayo ng itong shape na to. Itong nasa taas na ito, ano? Itong red, itong area na to. Tapos, neutralize natin siya using this area. Siyempre, kailangan kong masatisfy din. Kung ano dadagdag ko sa baba, kailangan masatisfy din masatisfy din nun yung ating requirement na matapos lahat ng load sa dulo. So, etong rectangular load na to, etong maliit na nasa baba, na pataas, extend ko hanggang dulo. So, nagdagdag na naman ako ng ibang area. Siyempre, ito pataas din. Ngayon, hindi na naman pantay kasi sobra na yung dinagdag ko sa baba. So, ang gagawin ko, magdadagdag ulit ako dito ng pababang loading na kamukha nung bagong dinagdag ko na ito. So, ito would be, I will now, wait lang, para mas maganda tingnan. Ito yung dinagdag ko. Kopyahin ko lang siya. Ilagay ko siya dito. So, ngayon, so ngayon, okay na tayo. Nadagdag na ako. Check ko na lang ulit. Itong load na to, yung rectangular load na yan, dumiretso dito sa dulo, goods. Triangle, dumiretso, goods. Itong bago kong dinagdag na last, dinagdag ko, umabot sa dulo, uy, so lahat okay na. So, tandaan ko na lang, eto pababa, eto pataas. So ngayon, check natin. Lahat dapat, syempre, dapat lahat to may values, no? So, kanina, alam natin na this is, palitan ko yung kulay. Ito, this is 6 meters, this is 8 meters, this is also 8 meters. So, yung ating similar triangle, ito. So, ito is 6 meters, tas ito, 3 kilonewton. In-extend natin hanggang dulo. Tapos ito, extend din natin. Tapos, yung kabuuan, ito, hanggang dito. This distance is 6 plus 8 plus 8, and that is 22. Tama ba? 6, 6 plus 8, that's 14. Ay, tama, 6 plus 8 is 14, plus 8 is 22. So ngayon, by using your calculators, or if I say that this value, itong height na to, is y, so we'll just have 6, y over 22 is equal to 3 over 6. So ngayon, I will get that y is just equal to, so this is 3 over 6 times 22, di 11 lang yan. Okay. This is 11. So kung 11 yan, itong buong to is 11 kilo Newton. So if this is 11, itong maliit na to, that is 8. Okay, ngayon, let's yung iba naman. So etong rectangle na to, malamang yan 3 kilonewton per meter lang din yan. No. So if this is from this point to this point is 3 kilonewton, dito hanggang dito is also the same as this length hanggang dito. That is 11 minus 3. Sorry. Ano? 11 minus 3, and this is just 8 kilonewton per meter. Ngayon, para hindi tayo malito, extend ko na lang yung line na yan. Tapos eto, gagawin ko na lang 8 kilonewton per meter. Same lang naman yan kasi yung buong y, yung buong to is 11. So eto dapat yung 11, 8 plus 3. So eto, yung dinagdag ko naman sa taas, this is also 3 kilonewton per meter. Kasi nga, etong area na to is just the same as this area. Okay. So, okay. Uh, mabagal lang akong mabagal ko lang ginawa yun. Kasi in-explain ko pa ng mabuti. Pero pag nag-practice kayo, again, after you practice solving other types of problems, you will easily get the hang of drawing or neutralizing loads. Kasi kayo, dito, sir, ang dami namang loads, no? Pero huwag mong iisipin na itong nandito, ito, is 1, 2, 3 loads. Isipin mo, isang buo lang yan. So, that's just 1, 2, 3, 4 loads. So, ngayon, pag alam ko na yan, let me just copy it again para hindi ko na kailangan babalik-balikan mamaya. So, ito siya. Okay. So, copy natin yan. Lagay ulit natin dito. Ayan. Hinapin ko lang, no? So, ngayon, let's now make the global moment equation. So, tapos na tayo sa reaction. So, second step pa lang to. No? So, second step, ayan, is the global moment. Ito yung bracket method, no? Moment equation. So, global moment equation would now be, putol tayo sa dulo. Siyempre, ito yung cutting plane ko. Ito. Sa last section, section SDD. So, make sure, one tip for you guys is that even after I neutralize, the number of sections before I neutralize and after I neutralize should remain the same. So, kanina, simple lang ang sections mo. Ito yung loading mo. A, B, B, C, C, D. So, kung papansinin mo dito, yun pa rin yung loading mo. Wala kang nadagdag sa gitna. So, A, B, B, C, C, D pa din. Okay. So, ito yung section natin. Ito yung cutting plane natin. So, ngayon, consider natin right and oops, this distance until this yan. Dito yan. Dito sumabra ako. Ayan. This distance is x. Okay, so now, isa-isayin na lang natin, no? Unahin natin, moment equation. This is equal to, this is counterclockwise. Sa left ang kinonsider ko, counterclockwise yan. So, this will now be negative 441. Tama? Negative 441 plus, sorry, minus. So, one tip is you can say that 441 and this is x raised to 0. No, pero that's just 1 kasi
441 x raised to 0 kasi para alam ko na ito x starts from x agad yan. So, pagka ayaw mo gawin yun, okay lang naman. This is minus. Again, this is we have a triangular loading. So, start ako from left to right. Ulahin na natin pala itong plus na muna. Plus 33 x, no? This is 33 kilonewton times the distance x. I'm taking a moment at this point, no? Dito tayo nagmo-moment. This point wherein yun yung cutting plane natin. So, the distance is x. 33x minus, I have 3 kilonewton multiplied by, oops, may kulang pa pala tayo. Similar triangles lang, mabilisan lang. Similar triangles, meron akong 11, meron akong 22. Pag pinutol ko dito, itong distance na to, x, tawagin ko tong y. So, y over x is equal to 11 over 22. Y is just simply 0 or 1 half x. Tama? Okay. So, 1 half x. So, ngayon, ang ano kasi natin, hindi mali itong 3. So, ang ano kasi natin dito, formula natin kasi dito, is base times height over 2. My base is x. Ang base natin is x. Ang height ko is y, which is x over 2. So, x over 2. Tapos, ang moment arm natin, base times height over 2. Ito yon resultant. Ang moment arm natin is x over 3. So, this will be x cube, kasi x times x times x over 6. Kasi 2 times 2 over 3, no? Check na rin. Para pakita ko sa inyo. Yan. X cube, 2 times 3, 6. So, x cube over x cube, x cube over 6. Again, wala na pala, plus na pala tayo. Kasi okay na kasi triangular load. Itong buong term na to, para na yan sa buong malaking triangle. So, dito na tayo. Unahin ko na yung rectangular loading. So, pataas, so plus 3 times quantity, hindi, bracket pala. 3 times bracket x minus 6, no? Kasi itong distance na to is x minus ito kasi 6, no? So, x minus 6. So, this is x minus 6 all over, this is 2, squared over 2. Tama, kasi x minus 6 over 2, yun yung moment arm niya. Another plus. Hindi ko na hindi ko na gagawing i-compute, no. Pero eto kasi this triangle, itong triangle na to, itong triangle na nasa baba, same lang yan dito. So hindi ko na kailangan i-compute, hindi ko na kailangan mag 8 over 16. Ang y mo would be the same will have the same relationship as x. Pero kanina kasi x, ngayon x minus 6. Kasi siyempre, itong distance nga na to is x minus 6. So dito, this will just be x minus 6 cube, tama, over 6. Bakit? Sige. Oo nga, biglang ganun, no? Kasi rin. So, x minus 6, base yan. Height ko is x minus 6 over 2. Diba? Kasi y is 1 half. No? So, 1 half x. So, this is over 2 multiplied by x minus 6. Kasi over 2 ulit. Wait, did we do something wrong here? Tingin ko nga to. Wait lang. Let me just check here kasi parang may mali ako. So, etong triangle na to, that is x multiplied by x over 2. Okay. Over 2 pa pala dapat. Kasi base times height over 2. Ito yung height. Yung height na to, x over 2, is this 1 half x. Not, ito, hindi ko pa kinonsider yung triangle kanina 1 over. Tapos ito, x over 3. So this will result into x cube over 2 times 2 times 3, that is 4 times 3, that's 12. So this value, this distance must be 12. Okay. So ito, ayusin ko lang to. So kasi ito, 1/3 to, 1/3. Tapos etong buong 2 over 2 din. So same lang din siya dun sa kabila. Ang iba lang is of x minus 6 siya. So x minus 6 cube over 12. Next, okay na ako dito. So may naka 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Isa na lang. Etong 3 kilonewton minus 3. So, ito, 3 times, oops, 3 times quantity x minus, that is x minus 12, no? Ay, 14. 8 by, so this is 14 squared over 2. Ah, ay, bakit naging cube to? Pangit lang talaga yung sulat ko, squared yan. And this is squared. Okay. So now, this is my global moment equation. Kasi tapos naman eh. Moment, 441. 33, 33. Yung triangle na malaki, triangle na malaki. Rectangle na nasa baba, rectangle na nasa baba. Triangle na maliit, triangle na maliit. Load ko na rectangle sa taas, rectangle sa taas. So, basically, okay na tayo dyan. Okay. Ngayon, if I know this, again, diba, double integration. Theta equation, so this is EI theta, is equal to, integrate ko na lang lahat yan. Etong 441, x na dati yan kasi nakalocate siya at distance x. So, ang integral niyan, x ang lalabas. Plus 33x squared over 2 minus x to the fourth over 12 times 12, 3 times, sorry, 4 times 12 is 48. Tama? Kasi magiging 12 multiplied by n plus 1, which is 3 plus 1, 4. 12 times 4, no? 12 times 4. Pag pinagdududahan ko yung sarili ko pag simple math. 12 times 4 is 48. Plus, this is 3 times quantity. Oops, what's happening? And x minus 6 quantity q squared. Ito, yung 3 na to is, uy, nawala. Ba't may squared dyan eh? Ulitin natin. Squared to. Tapos ito, syempre, magiging cube. Tapos over 2 quantity times 3. Kasi 2 times n plus 1. Ba't hindi ko na lang dinat yung 6? Kasi alam ko na etong 3 magka-cancel lang. Tanggalin ko na para maganda tignan. Oops. Yan. Diba? 3 cancel 3. Okay. So, let me just move this out of the way. Okay. Ayan. Diyan ka. Okay. Mas pinahirapan ko yung sarili ko. Okay. Yan. Another plus. So, ito, integral, 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 integral. Ito would be x minus 6 raised to the fourth over 48. Next, lastly, x minus 14. Oops, pangit. Yan. 14 cube, no? Cube over, so 3 over 2 over 3, so ganoon din, 2 na lang. Yung 3 dito na ibababa ko, makakancel nung 3 na dating nasa taas. So again, this is plus C1. So focus tayo dito. Okay. So another round of integration, EI delta naman would be negative 441. Oops. Medyo ano ko nga, i-zoom in ko nga para madaling magsulat. Ayan. Integration would be negative 441. Wait lang. EI delta would be equal to negative 441 x squared over 2 plus 33 times x cubed over 2 times 3. So, ito, so times 2 multiplied by 3, 33 divided by 3, I can just say that this is 11 over 2. No, sinimplify ko lang para hindi na ako mahirapan mamaya mag-substitute. So, x raised to, now this is 5 all over 48 times 5. That's 48 times 5. This is 240. So, 240 plus quantity x minus 6 raised to 4 over 2 times 4, that is 8. Plus quantity x minus 6 raised to 5 all over 48 times 5, and that is 240. Another minus x minus 14 raised to 4 over 8. Lastly, you will have plus u1x plus c2. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So check lang natin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So now, I now have all my theta, slope, and and moment global equation. Global theta, global delta, and global moment equations. So, punta na tayo dito. Okay. Now, para, kasi okay na, di ko na kailangan ng neutralize load. Ito na tayo, dito na tayo. Or, hindi, sige, ito na lang tayo. Sabihin ko ulit to. Yan. Pero, palitin na lang natin kasi, ayan, kita naman na yan. Okay, now, the next step here is I need to solve for my C1 and C2. So, next step, tapos na ako sa step 2 and step 3. Integrate. The next step, gawin na lang nila sa'yo para mas maganda tignan ngayon. Step 3, solve for C1 and C2. So, C1 and C2 would be solved by knowing your boundary constraints or boundary conditions. So, boundary conditions niyan, so ang boundary conditions is always based on support. Kasi at point A, I have a fixed support. So, pag fixed support, eto siya. Yung deflection sa fixed support, eto, would be like this, no? Ang delta mo, 0. So, at fixed support, so, ang A ko, X ko is equal to 0. So, my delta must be equal to 0. And same goes with my slope, which is, sorry, my theta, which is also equal to 0. So, bakit theta is equal to 0? Like I said, pag fixed support, it will not allow it to rotate. So, therefore, no rotation, theta 0. Since may support ako, fixed support, it will not allow it to move vertically. So, ibig sabihin, deflection or delta at this point must also be equal to 0. So, meron akong x is equal to 0, or alam ko na when x is equal to 0, my delta must be equal to 0. And my theta must also be equal to 0. So, now, let's solve for C1 and C2. So, dito, knowing that this is my theta equation. If I substitute 0 here, so eto 0, eto 0, eto 0, tama? So this is the moment, this is the this is the reaction A, this is the triangular na malaki sa taas. Eto hindi to kasali, wala yan. Ito di kasali, ito di kasali. Kasi at 0, I'm only at section A. So dito, hindi pa kasali, dito kasali, dito kasali. So ngayon, I will just get that C1 is equal to 0. And lastly, EI delta naman tayo. So EI delta, Ito yung equation natin. Oops. So, ito yung equation natin sa ER delta. Control C, Control V. Ayan. Ba't kasi sinulat ko ulit? Ayan. So, ngayon, EI delta, substitute mo 0 when x is 0, delta is 0. So, ito, this will be 0. Ito, 0 din. Ito, 0. Ito, hindi kasali yan. Ito, di rin to kasali. Ito, di rin to kasali. So, again, kasi 6 lang to lalabas. 6 lang din yan. 14 lang yan. C1 is already solved as 0. C2 now will be equal to 0. So, I now have my completed global moment equation with the correct value for C1 and C2. And that is global moment and slope equation. Uy, hindi nasama. Uy. C1 is equal to 0. C2, C1 is equal to 0. C2 is also equal to 0. So now, pag may tanong sa inyo na find for the global slope and deflection formulas, ito na yung final answer. Next. Pero hindi naman yun ang tinanong sa atin. Ang tanong sa atin, find the maximum deflection. So, maximum deflection. So, when I try to look at, let's say, itong cross-sec, itong beam na to. Itong beam natin, knowing that it looks like this, the qualitative deflection, since fixed support yan, diretso lang, oops, wait lang, when I just use a spline here, wait, okay, sorry, nawal. Ngayon, iburahin ko lang to para maganda tignan. Yan. Tapos itong ABCD, tanggalin ko na rin yan. Muna. Uy, sobrang. ABCD. Yan. So ngayon, the deflection would look like, pagka since fix lang yan, no? Ito lang, dito lang tayo may boundary constraints. So, siguro hanggang dito horizontal siya. Tapos dito, bababa. Tapos, oops. Wait. Ilagyan na yun. So, dito, hanggang dito. Dito. Ayan. Okay. So, the deflection would most probably look like this. So, pag cantilever yan, the maximum deflection, most often than not, would happen at the free end. Diba? Common sense na lang yun. So, this is why delta max. So, to solve for delta max, okay, so dito, delta max yan. So, ito yung maximum deflection. Kasi, so, hindi mo kailangan maghanap dito ng theta is equal to 0. Kasi wala naman, I think wala, ang theta is equal to 0 niyan is nandito sa A. And most probably, definitely, yung A na yan, walang deflection yan. So, dito, ang sabi ko sa inyo, di ba, max deflection would happen at either the point wherein theta is equal to 0 and your free end. So, ito, isa lang ang merong choice ka, which is your free end. So, ito, delta max. So, to solve for the maximum delta, kunin lang natin ito. Itong, yan. Kunin lang natin tong equation na to. If I get this equation, okay. Tapos, I substitute 0 here. So, therefore, so, kasi, 0 daw. So, wait lang, palitan lang natin itong kulay natin ng black. So, max delta is at x is equal to 22. Kasi itong buong to, di ba, known niya na 22. Kasi 8, 6 plus 8, 14 plus 8 is 22. So, x is at, max delta is, or x is equal, max delta is at x is equal to 22. So, let's just substitute 22 at everything. So, now, I got delta max is equal to, calculator natin. So, kita nyo ba yung, ano, kita nyo yung screen mo. Wait, let me check. Okay. So, dito, what I have is negative 441, negative 441 times x squared over 2. Sinusulat ko lang, no? Kasi itong free end na to, itong free end kasama lahat yan, no? Kasi dulo yan na section. So, I will need to include everything. So, dito, 11 over 2 x raised to 3 cube. So, plus 11 x cube over 2 minus x raised to 5 over 240 plus quantity x minus 6 raised to 4 all over 8 plus, so, check ko lang ha, minus plus minus plus minus plus minus plus. Okay. Well, chinecheck ko lang kung tama yung pinaglalagay ko. So, dito na tayo. So, oops, oops. Dapat pwede kasi dito yung ano. So, x minus 6 raised to 5 all over 240 minus, okay, wait lang. Uy, malapit na mapuno. X minus 14 raised to 4 all over, uy, di niya na kaya. Let me just do something. Inahin ko yan. Alpha x minus 14. Uy, hindi niya na kaya. E di yung gawin ko, alpha, ayan. Ayan. Kaya, a raised to, uy, hindi pa rin niya kaya. Raised to 4. Ay na tong kalki na to. Wait lang. Okay, so hanggang doon na lang muna. Hanggang dito muna sa x minus 6 plus x minus 6 raised to 5. So, calculate when x is equal to 22. So, eto. Siyempre, meron pa tayong minus x minus x minus 14 raised to 4 all over 8. Okay. The answer is, wait lang, negative 57582.4. Negative 57, oops, 7582.4. And this is over EI. Ngayon, let's use the EI na given ang EI natin as E is equal to 200 GPA. And I is, ito, hindi, given na yung formula, no? 100 times 10 raised to 6 mm to the fourth. So, ito, uh, meron 200 GPA. So, 200 GPA, i-convert ko na, no? 200,000, 200, oops, 200,000 MPA. Ito yung E ko, EI. Ngayon, kung aalalahanin mo kasi, eto, this 441 is kilonewton meter times X is meters. So, kilonewton meter cube. So, kung papansinin mo kasi, etong mga to, etong X na to, itong load, yung unit. Let's take an example. Itong 441 x squared. Ang unit ng 441 is kilonewton meter. Tapos multiplied by meter square. Kasi itong x is meters, so meter square. So ito yung unit niya, kilonewton meter cube. Yung nasa baba kasi is MPA is, o kunyari, gawin ko muna KPA, kilonewton per meter square. Tapos ito, yung I ko, yung I is mm to the fourth yan, or basta length raised to 4. So, m raised to 4. So, cancel to, magiging m squared yan. So, kasi over yan, cancel yung kilonewton. So, m3 over m2. So, cancel, magiging 1 na lang yan. So, the final answer would be in terms of length. Tama nga naman, delta is in terms of length. So, ibig sabihin, if this is kilonewton meter cube, I have the option to either, wait lang, I have the option to either um, convert kilonewton meter cube to newton square, or I will convert MPA to kilonewton per meter, and this to the fourth kasi given ang aking I na 100 times 10 raised to 6 to the fourth. So, etong I ko, ito ba yun na to? Okay, in-establish naman natin. So, eto, 100 times 10 raised to 6 to the fourth. So, ngayon, kailangan ko na lang i-convert either eto, kasi dapat maging consistent. So, siguro I think better kung na lang lahat. No, sundin natin eto. Bakit ko mas gustong Kasi, ang delta, maliit na value yan. Kasi nga, ang sabi ko sa inyo, very minimal ang ating deflection. Hindi yan naabot ng meter unless bumagsak na, nag-fail na, no? So, pag meters yan, mababa yung answer na rin, 0.00 something. So, most uh, accurate would be in terms of millimeters. So, eto, okay na tayo dyan, millimeters na yan. Eto kasi yung MPA to, diba, 200 GPA, yung given 200,000 MPA na lang. And MPA is just equal to Newton per square. So, ang EI ko, naka-Newton square, tsaka to the fourth na. Ito na lang i-convert ko. So, delta max will just be equal to, let me just move this out of the way na lang pala. Ayan. Okay, delta max would be equal to, ito, yung EI substitute ko na, ang E ko, 200,000 Newton per squared, tapos multiplied by 100,000, ay 100 to, 100 million pala yan. 100 million. So 100 times 10, oops, times 10 raised to 6. This is to the fourth. Oh, yeah. So ito, I will multiply this by Since yung kilonewton gusto kong maging newton, so 1,000. This is newtons per 1 kilonewton para mag-cancel out. Cancel out yan. Tapos, I have meters. So, I need to convert meters into millimeters. So, meters yan. Meters. So, ito, mm. No? So, there's 1,000 millimeters in 1 mm. Ay, in 1 meter. So, quantity. Ito, cube. So, ito, i-cube ko din. Okay, so, lagay mo lang sa calc yan, no? So, answer, ito, multiplied by 1,000 times 1,000 raised to 3. Oops. All over 200,000. Tama? 200,000. Wala nang conversion sa baba na mangyari. Times 100 times 10 raised to 6. And the answer is, ang laki. Wait lang. 2, oops. 28, 28. Wait lang. Saan ako? Saan yung calculator ko? Ito, wala. Uy, nawala yung calculator. 570. Okay. So, wait lang. Explain ko na lang kung bakit ganun kalaki yung sagot natin. Wait lang. 2,879.12. Negative 2,879.12. And this is mm. So, 2 meters yung deflection niya. That is just because itong values kasi na yan, itong mga load na to, gawa-gawa ko lang to. So, baka sobrang laki talaga ng ginawa ko. Unrealistic yung nilagay ko. And, etong section modulus na to, masyadong maliit. No? Pero, basically, in actual scenarios, hindi umabot ng ganito yung deflection. Pero in this case, since yun yung binigay ko na problem at yun yung binigay kong section modulus or section na cross-section, ito yung answer natin. So, then, math is 2,879.12 millimeters. Pangalawa, doon na tayo sa, doon tayo sa, ano yung tanong niya ng pangalawa? Eh, so, slope and deflection at C. So, slope deflection at C, so ito yung C. So, ito yung C. So, ito yung kailangan kong makuha. What is delta here? Delta C. Saka yung line na to. Saka itong tangent line na to. This tangent line here. Tapos kuha tayo ng horizontal line. So, ito. Oops. Ito yung theta C. So, ngayon, kailangan natin yung delta C. Substitute lang tayo. So, unahin na natin yung theta C. So, sa theta C, that will just be this equation. Control C. Okay, so, una, for theta C and delta C, just remind yourself, x is equal to, this is 6 meters, this is 8 meters, so that's 14. No, C is 14. X is equal to 14 at point C. 14. So, substitute lang natin yung 14 dito. So, if I substitute 14 here, no? Wait mo. Okay. So, if I substitute 14 here, I will get that AI theta is just equal to, substitute tayo, negative 441, oops, negative 441 alpha x plus 33 squared over 2 minus x over 48. Uy, ano ko raised to 4 over 48 plus x, oops, minus 6, oops, x minus 6 raised to 3 over 2 plus alpha x minus 6 quantity raised to 4 all over 48. Ito, yung sa dulo, ito, this value, ay magsi-zero lang yan. So, hindi ko na ilalagay. Calculate x is, when x is equal to 14. So, the answer is, ito, 3399. So, negative 3399. And this is, gawin ko na yung gagawin ko din, no, yung conversion ko. So, kung anong ginawa ko kanina, ganun lang din. Pero, kanina ang delta, kilonewton meter cube, dito naman sa theta, ang value nito pag pag wala pa yung EI is kilonewton meter square. If you need proof, this 441 here, this is kilonewton meter multiplied by meter, so kilonewton meter square. Okay, na. So, parang dito din, no? Kilonewton, yung 33 kilonewton yan. So, kilonewton times meter squared. So, kilonewton meter square. So, dito, ang gagawin ko lang, 1,000. Ito yung conversion ng kilonewton to newton. Tapos, ito, squared mo ulit. Squared mo to. Squared. Uy, pangit. Squared. Uy, pangit. This is the meter to millimeter. So, squared dapat yan. So, divided by 200,000 multiplied by 100 times 10 raised to 6. Okay. So, ngayon, calculator. Datin na natin answer divided by 200, 200,000. 200, 1, 2, 3 multiplied by 100 times 100 times 10 raised to 6. Tapos yung nandito sa taas, multiply natin ng 1,000. Multiply natin ng 1,000. Tapos, multiply ulit natin ng 1,000 squared. What's yung tax na ron? What happened? Times ba ito? Ayan. The answer is 0.1695. So, ito, 0.16995. Sabi ko, three significant figures. This is negative 0.1699 is, well, three significant figures. 169 dapat, 169. Round up yung 9, so 170. So, negative 0.170. And the units is, siyempre, radians. Ay, ang pagbabalik ni radians. So, ito, rad. Okay, answer. So, therefore, the delta theta is equal to, theta c is equal to negative 0.170 radians. May mataas pa rin yan, no? Pero yun nga, sabi ko nga, hindi naman realistic yung ginawa ko loading. Pero either way, pares lang naman. So ngayon, punta na tayo sa last na para matapos na tayo. Para makapag-dota na ako. Okay. Yan. So dito, Yan. Dito, substitute lang natin yung values na, okay na. Substitute lang natin yung value na 14 sa lahat ng x natin, no? Ayun, ako na lang. Uy, use my calculator. Gagawin ko na lang sa physical na calculator ko na matagal pag dyan eh. Negative 441 alpha x squared. Negative 441 alpha x squared over 2 plus 11 alpha x cubed over 2 minus alpha x raised to 5 minus alpha x raised to 5 over 240 plus quantity alpha x minus 6 raised to 4 over 8 over 8 plus alpha x minus 4 ay minus na pala minus plus okay plus alpha x raised to 6 alpha x minus 6 raised to 5 raised to 5 over 240 wait lang over 240 yung dulo hindi ko na ilalagay kasi again alam ko naman na magka-cancel out lang yan and let's just calculate it using x is equal to 14 and the answer is 29 ito syempre this is equal to 29718.4 negative. So delta at EI delta lang yan. So delta will be oops, delta will be equal to negative 29718.4 multiplied by 1000 convert mo yung kilonewton times 1000 cube kasi kilonewton meter cube to. So divided by divided by 200,000 multiplied by 100 times 10 raised to 6 and this will result into times 1000 times 1000 cube divided by 200,000 divided by 100 times 10 raised to divided by 100 times 10 raised to 6 so 14.8592 so delta would be equal to 14.8592 millimeter. Wait lang, let me just check. Negative 297 4 times 1000 times 1000 cubed over 200 123 times 100 times 10 raised to 6. Ay, mali pa rin ako kung sagot kanina. Sabi ko na 1485 pa lang lumabas ang sagot. Pero again, unrealistic pa din. Negative 1485.92 and it is in terms of millimeters. So again, unrealistic yan pero since yan yung binigay kong loads and section, yan yung sagot. So 1485.92 millimeters. So that's the final answer. So I hope you understand and review everything kasi nga ang you will your quiz will be about this topic and your exam will include this topic. So I hope you guys be prepared for your final exam and your next quiz too. So good luck and have a great weekend. Mag-review kayo. Bye-bye.